Israeli media are reporting that the Israeli government has not sent a delegation to Cairo to finalise negotiations with Hamas. That's because Hamas hasn't provided it with an updated list of which hostages taken during the October 7 terrorist attacks remain alive. The Israeli military believes that at least 31 of the 134 hostages still held within Gaza have been killed. Hamas has told some Arab news outlets that it will not be providing any more information until a ceasefire in place. So this sticking point comes as United States officials, in a briefing with reporters over the weekend, said that Israel had basically accepted terms for a 6-week truce in exchange for the release of some vulnerable hostages from within Gaza. It will dampen hopes of getting a ceasefire in place by the end of the week, when the Muslim holy month of Ramadan starts, and it will be bad news for aid groups who are hoping that the implementation of a ceasefire would allow them to distribute aid and prevent a looming famine, particularly in northern Gaza, where people are at greatest risk. There are elements within the Israeli government that say it's too soon for a ceasefire. They believe they're closing in on the Hamas leadership, which they believe to be sheltering in Rafah, the last part of Gaza that's not under Israeli control. And there's still intense fighting going on in southern parts of Gaza. So there's an act going on between, there's some balancing going on here between elements within the Israeli government that want to be able to continue the campaign against Hamas and the pressing urgency of the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, and strong calls from the United States and the global community for an immediate ceasefire to prevent that catastrophe from getting any worse.